Hi, and welcome to this very quick overview of part 1 of the Programmer's Field Guide. I'm Andrew. We've started looking at how to use the computer in part 0. We've seen in that how to use the computer from the terminal, and we've looked at how to build and run programs. Now we're ready to start learning to code, but where do we start? That's a really interesting question. There's lots of different ways we can approach programming. In terms of the Programmer's Field Guide, we are looking at building from the bottom up. We think that this will give you a solid foundation and help you understand things as you work through learning to program. At no point should there be anything that feels like magic. We should be able to explain everything as we go. Focusing on the individual instructions at the start will really help you build your knowledge and help you see how the algorithms and how instructions in the computer actually get it to do things. And that's really the focus of this part. All right, get ready to trek with me through part 1. We're going to look at sequence and data, syntax, control flow, and finish off with a project. Sequence and data is all about understanding how programs are a sequence of instructions that get the computer to perform an action. And in that sequence of instructions, you can use variables to store values that you want to change as the program executes. The syntax chapter will be where we look at how programming languages are constructed in a way, very quickly, in a way that will help you understand how to use the syntax diagrams that we use in the field guide. These diagrams should give you a way of having a quick snapshot, a quick understanding of what the instructions look like and how to code them. After that, we'll look at how to build algorithms using the control flow statements. This will be the big part of this trek will be the focus on control flow and understanding how we can use these different instructions to get the computer to do different things. Finally, we'll wrap up with a project where you put together all of these ideas to build a small program. You should start to bump into challenges where you need things that are going to make your life easier. And that's what we'll be looking at in part 2. Will you be set up with a solid foundation, ready for your future journeys in computing? Building from the bottom up will help you have a solid foundation, a solid understanding. You shouldn't need to feel like anything is magic. And if you're not sure how something's working, then it's great to reach out, ask others, get some help to understand those ideas so that you can then understand deeply how things are working as you start to explore further in the guide. Trekking through part 1, we'll focus on sequence and data, syntax, control flow, and finish off with a project where you put these ideas together. These foundations are the foundations of all the programs that we're going to build. So what we learn here will be built on by future chapters. So it's really important to get a good understanding, particularly of sequence and of control flow. Then, when we get into part 2, we'll start to give you some new tools that are going to make it easier to go faster as you go forward. Enjoy the journey.